like to welcome you to Anchor Point Outdoors as we head to the outdoors with the lessons taught to us by our grandfathers and fathers. And turn those lessons into a passion to be shared with many more. So follow along with us as we start that journey. Welcome everybody to Anchor Point Outdoors. I'm your host Bruce Hammer with co-host Brad Guess, and we'd like to thank you for tuning in to our first episode as we head up to Virginia for the annual youth turkey season. It's a hunt that Brad and I have done, and Danny Lax of the Bagley Mills Hunt Club has actually invited us up the last few years to share in that experience with these youth as he takes them out. So Brad and I have actually followed two youths, Tucker and Cooper, around the last few years, and when we got the invite, we could not turn down going up there and doing it again. So Bagley Mills Hunt Club, they gather down at a local store where they get these kids geared up with their guides and everything, and get everything set and figure out where everybody's going to go. So we're going to start this episode out as we start out at the store getting these kids set up. Let's take a look. In Virginia at Bagley Mills Hunt Club here in South Hill. Back with Tucker and Cooper. You may remember them from doing a bear hunt here this last fall. We went up there and they teamed up on shooting a real nice black bear in the youth season. Well, we're back up here in Virginia, and we're going to go out and see if we can't get ourselves a turkey this morning. We're actually going to split up. So, I don't know who we're headed with. We got Danny going to take one of you. You're going with Danny? Okay. And then we're going to split up. We're going to try to see if we can't film these boys getting their first. Have you guys got shot turkeys before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
This is the second time though.
You may be getting your first bird today. Good. So.
I got a real nice one before last.
Well, hopefully you'll get one this morning and you'll get your first bird. So stay tuned and we'll see you guys out in the woods. Well, as you can see, that bird came right up to us, but did not present Tucker with a shot. And, he got a little leery and just decided to take off. And he knew something wasn't right, so he took off and headed back down over top that hill. So Tucker and his guide, Mark, knew we had a field not too far from where we were at, so we decided to pick up and head over there to see if we could see him. We did hear some gobbles earlier in the morning. Once we got up there, there was a tom out there in the middle of that field. So Mark decided we wanted to get around the back side of that field and see if we could call him in. Well, as you can see, once again, these birds locked up on us about 60 yards out, and we still could not seal the deal for Tucker to get him his birds. So after these birds left, Mark knew of a couple other fields that we could get to, so we packed up and headed out. As we were walking into this first field, we noticed some turkeys as we were walking in here. So we ended up having to stop and set up basically right in the path.
Heading down that road. They're coming. Shoot him. You got him, Bruce?
Yeah, got him.
If you think you can kill him, shoot him.
Got it.
Go get him, go get him.
Nice bird. Nice bird. Look at the tiniest spurs I've ever seen, but
That's okay. He's done exactly what you wanted him to do. Stop and flop. Stop and flop.
yep, he was literally right there. And I was ready.
Right there.
He was right there.
Ain't you glad we didn't go to the store now? Call Danny.
Yeah.
Call Danny now.
My phone's in the tree.
Woo!
He's fanning me off.
Well, as you can see, those birds, it took us a little while to get these birds in, but they put on a heck of a display. They had them hens with there. They really didn't want to leave them hens, but you know, Mark does an excellent job calling. He's a really good turkey hunter. I tell you, he called them birds, those two toms, right off them hens, and they come in, and Tucker was able to get a shot at about 40 yards, within 40 yards, and sealed the deal on his turkey. And you know, congratulations to Tucker on another successful youth season out of Virginia.
Now join me as I follow Cooper, his little brother, and his guide Danny Lex as they try to get Cooper his first bird. Let's check it out.
still a little too far, ain't it? Come on up here, buddy. Oh shit, she's right in front of us. Don't move, Coop. Don't move, Coop. Don't move your head. The hen's right in front of us. Don't move, Coop. Hold on, Coop. Hold on, Coop. Don't move, Coop. Be still, Cooper. Brad, he ain't that far. I think he's 35 yards. You want to try him? Can you see him, Cooper? Try him. Not yet, not yet. Don't shoot him in this truck. And we're here. All right. Watch your gun, Cooper. Watch, get your gun on tape. Get your gun on tape.
Yes. Thank you.
Strutting around. Another time come in, and then a hen.
I got one.
So what do you think, bud? First bird.
First bird.
First bird.
Congratulations. Good job.
All right, now you got to hold him up by his leg.
Congratulations, Cooper, on a nice first bird. As you can see in the video, it was a little bit of a struggle. The birds at first didn't want to come in, so they had to get up and crawl, get to the edge of the field. Them birds were out in that field, boy, they were putting a show on for us, strutting back and forth. At one point in time, they kind of went on the back side of the hill. We thought we had lost them, but Danny called and they come right back in, come down in there, and Cooper made a great shot. So again, congratulations, Cooper.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody tuning in this week's episode of Anchor Point Outdoors. Stay tuned to next week's episode as Mike and I head to Kentucky and put a couple nice birds on the ground. So stay tuned. This episode was brought to you by Vitarax. If you want to maximize antler growth for your deer, give Alan a call today and get your deer started out on Vitarax. Also brought to you by Apple Tree Game Feeders. When you want the most versatile and quietest feeder on the market, you get yourself an Apple Tree Game Feeder.